to Life Talk 21, show designed to motivate you, to inspire you, and to give you strategies to help you live in the 21st century. And not just live, but I want you to be successful. And I'm your host, Eric Wortham. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about selfishness versus selflessness. Selfishness versus selflessness. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm afraid that I see one of the traits or one of the things that our younger generations are becoming that is really hurting our youth, is really damaging society. And it's, when I look at it, the generation is selfish. It's just, that's basically what it is. It's just a point of selfishness, because everything is about them. Everything. You see it in social media. Everything is about them. And I'm one that use social media because I do my podcast and I do things to try to help and challenge people to be better, because that's my goal. I want to help people be better. And so in doing that, I do my podcast. I focus on the things that I think prevent people from being their best self, like addiction to drugs and alcohol. Not the use of it, but the addiction to drug and alcohol. It prevents you from being your best self. It just does, because it takes over and causes you to focus only on that, and you don't focus on developing your gifts. Another thing is our mindset. I found that out as I taught young people. I found out that a lot of them did not believe in their ability to be great, their ability to do things. And I know, because when we did math, they always complained, "Coach, I don't want to do math. I can't do math. It's too hard. I'm not going to do this when I get grown anyway." So I knew it had to be the mindset, because when you think about it, they were from homes that didn't have models. They didn't have doctors, lawyers, and things like that. And so when you come from that environment, it's hard to see yourself as something else. So mindset. And the other thing is mental health challenges. So many people are afraid to admit that something is going on with them, and so they just continue to live life, and they don't manage their mental health situation, especially black people and black men. Yeah, needed. So one of the things that you see is everything is directed towards self. You went away from scripture where Jesus tells us that it's better to receive. It's better to give than it is to receive. And he talks about how a selfless life, how productive it can be. Because here's the thing, at some point in life, when you get older, you're going to start thinking about leaving a legacy. That's going to be the biggest thing. You're going to start thinking about, what have I done with this life? Have I been productive? Have I made an impact on individuals or people? I'm telling you, when you get in those 50s, that's what midlife crisis, that's what it is. When you look and you take the time to reflect on, what have I done? Have I made a contribution to society? Have I helped young people? What has been my impact on the lives of others? And the sad thing is, a lot of us, when we get to that point, it's depressing, because we realize that we lived a life of emptiness. We have nothing to leave. I know people that never had a place to live they can call their own, never had owned a car, never had things other than clothes and stuff like that. But that's the thing. It's a sad situation. But so at some point, you're going to want to think about that. And so that's why I believe that thinking outside of yourself often, my goal is to help people. When your goal and when your gift derives around helping people, and most of your gifts you have them so that you can make a contribution to society. And so that's what you have to do, and even with the younger people, man, they don't put a focus on their kids. A lot of times they don't, man. I told my kids years ago, I say, look, when you learn to change your focus and make your kids priority, your life is going to end up being a lot easier. It is, because it's like when you're doing those things, it's like kicking against the prick. What Paul says in the Bible, you're going against something that should happen naturally. You should want to make your kids a priority because you had them. You know what I'm saying? You had them, and so they become the thing that you have to take care of. And I know, self-care and all of that, but it's not a focus. I'm not a focus. And sometimes I'm too selfless. I am, because I really care more about other people, making sure that my family is getting to where, because if I'm good and everybody else is bad, I mean, how I can't feel good in a situation like that. I can't. Maybe I'm made different. But I told them, once you change your priorities, because this is what's going to happen. Even when I hear women say they're trying to find somebody, trying to find that mate, you go to the clubs and all that, but think about this. When you make that commitment to your kids, they're going to end up playing sports or something, cheerleading or whatever, and you're going to have to get them to practice, get them to different places. And guess what you're going to do when you do that? You're going to meet people. And this is the thing. You're going to meet people that are invested in their kids because they're taking the time to do the things that it takes. You're not going to find that in the club. You're not going to know if they are supporting their kids in the club, because they, they don't bring their kids to the club. But when you invest in them, give them things to do, then you'll find out that your life is going to be better. But it's being selfish. Everything is about them. The younger generation, everything is about me. And that is destroying our country. It's destroying the fiber of our country because we don't take care of each other anymore. We don't look for and focus on the needs of other people, particularly those people that are close to us. We don't care about them. We don't, not unless it benefits us. We don't care about it. And that's where we're going downhill, is because you can't have that kind of mentality and attitude and God bless you. Okay? You can't. Selfishness versus selflessness. We need to be more selflessness. Care more about other people. You want to know how to change the violence that is in our country? Martin Luther King tried to show us. Gandhi tried to show us. Violence will never, ever, ever lessen violence. Love will, though. The reason it doesn't work is because we don't try it. Selfishness versus selflessness. Be more selfless. Be more selfless. I'm Eric Wortham. Remember, be all you can be by doing all you can do. Yeah.